Hello Virgo, hi, this is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you today are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hello Virgos, how are you doing? Your energy sure is interesting. What I heard for you is back to normal, back to normal and back to the drawing board. And I was also hurting, and I think this is rather specific. I was getting hoarding, but an ancestral type. For example, your grandparents endured the war, and hence they know what it is to starve. And by the way, my voice started to have a damper on it the moment I turned on the camera. I didn't have that before. So there's an ancestral element of hoarding. What I'm also given, and again, it's happening again, it's like when you connect yourself to the higher energies, that's where it lies for you right now. There are other times when we're stepping away from that, right? And when we don't have to connect as much, when it actually helps us to disconnect for a little while. Not so in your case, Virgo. You really are supposed to connect yourself at this time, is what I'm hearing strongly and clearly. Also connect yourself to the land. Connect yourself to Mother Earth. That's going to be hugely beneficial for you right now. Grounding, hands and feet on the ground. Connect yourself consciously. And in terms of the hoarding, let it go. They were giving me, Sharon is caring, right? You're taken care of, you're provided for. And even your ancestors were, even if there was a time where they had to go hungry, okay? There's definitely this element in there, and I'm speaking to a person specifically, I feel here, with this very thing. I was also given, because it was interesting with the energies here, my energies today are very mellow. I'm in a very good mood. Like, I've been out in nature for a couple of hours. Like, things are great. And then I tapped myself into your energies, and it was just like, for the Leo reading, it was perfect, the setup, because it wasn't perfect. It was just like the way it was, and that was good. With your energies, it almost needed like a counterbalance today, Virgo, where it's like organizing. I wanted to organize things, but at the same time, I'm just like, you know, it's okay the way it is. It doesn't have to be perfect. But it was those types of energies mixing with my own. So in case you're encountering other people in your life, which is highly likely unless you're hermiting, be mindful of the counter energies that are happening here. I also feel like my left ear is not hearing as well. So you may have something going on with your left ear. And that also has to do with that balancing out. Again, ground yourself, connect yourself, like listen intently. I feel this one happened like a year or two ago when I received this one. It's like having an earth grounded within yourself, right? All right, sweeties, let's see. Let's put that book away. It's becoming heavy. It's becoming heavy with all the readings and coaching calls and your general readings, obviously. Let's have a look. We're going to have a look into your current situation, Virgo, higher view over your situation, and what you can do to help yourself. Advice from Spirit, basically. This one, yeah. Oh, nice. Okay. I really feel like I want to do a cross type situation. For sure. Let me get the cards out first. That varies if you're new, because I'm really like working with the cards, how they come out and why they want to come out that way. I really feel this time there's one there, one there, one there, and one there. So there's a cross type situation. And if you know my readings, I usually don't read like that, but this time, yeah. So going with what is presented to you, much like in the beginning with the layout of all the other cards. You have the Queen of Pentacles here, and I'll show you in a minute. There's also the element of patience, and you have the Chariot with the number 7. So things are coming into motion, and the Queen of Pentacles is not surprising in terms of connect with the Earth Mother, right? That's what I thought. Yeah. Counterbalance. You have a counterbalance here. Like I said, it's almost like scales. Yeah, work-life balance, exactly. Okay, you have the King of Cups and you have the Eight of Pentacles here. And it's really like trying to find a balance in your work and life. in terms of how much are you working, how much are you resting, how much are you doing other things. Like I told you today, I was in nature for a couple of hours, and yesterday as well, and there's nothing more soothing to me than being, and more charging too, to be out in nature, and things don't seem to be as grave or as severe whenever I'm out there and able to recharge myself. And that's what I'm feeling here for you as well, because yeah, the moment I'm tapping myself into those energies, I'm getting like a electric shock of sorts, even if my whole nervous system is starting to act up. So something is out of whack here with you in terms of how much you work, how much you do, because the Eight of Pentacles can be, yes, a card of success and a card of, yes, you acquired so many tools, which I'm sure you have, but it's also a card of pay attention sometimes so you don't overwork yourselves. Oh, totally. How dare you, Virgo, take away my perfect relaxation on this nice Sunday. I'm kidding, darlings. I'm always happy to read for you. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing those readings, right? So there's definitely that element, and I highly recommend to whomever this is resonating with, spend some time in nature, okay? Totally. Because it's like, I'm getting the feeling of actually wondering, what am I doing here? Why am I doing this? Is this even paying off? The answer is yes, it is paying off, but the balance needs to be there for sure. And I feel like the balance is given here with the Queen of Pentacles, who are like this, actually like this, because you see it upside down, or not upside down, but the other way around. Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. So we have the element of earth and the element of water, which is incredible, because with that I'm just like, oh, yes, that's what you need to be doing right now, I feel, to really balance things out here. It's quite beautiful. Yes, it's almost like I'm having one hand on the earth and the other in water, if you can connect with those elements, because it's totally going to calm down your nervous system here, Virgo, and going to help you, again, not care so much about the little things, I want to say, because maybe you really are a little bit too caught up in that game. And sometimes we do this also as a response, as a traumatic response, to not have to feel into what's going on with us right now, maybe in terms of the hoarding, or maybe in terms of whatever it is that you're experiencing right now, and to work because you're doing something, right, and that feels good, but actually like going over, like overriding of sorts, of what you would have to have a look at right now, or what would be beneficial to look at. And how do I know this, Virgo? Guilty. Because I'm doing this too. So no judgment over here whatsoever. It's merely to make you aware of it if it resonates with you, and to give you some tools at hand, because this channel is all about empowering you to do the work yourself. And I'm really like messenger, and maybe I've experienced a couple of things in my life and found a couple solutions for myself, and I'm really passing that on to you, and you do with this information as you please, okay? With the Chariot, yep, there's mastery on the horizon for sure for you. Totally. And this is how things flow. In case you're stuck and customers, you know, in case you have a business and customers stopped coming, or clients stopped coming to you, stopped knocking on your door. This is like the mastery is necessary here. That balance is necessary, okay? Because you don't want to work your life away. You don't want to spend your whole life like that. Plus, you're emptying yourself. In case you're involved with the healing arts, then especially I want to say, if you're an empath, this is draining. So you need to recharge yourself. That's really important. And with the Chariot, like mastery is there, I want to say. And I never noticed those 3 windows. Are any of you working with glass? Because that's what I'm seeing. Like I'm seeing all of a sudden, you know, the Tiffany glass or any other form of glass. Or maybe that's what you've been wanting to do. There's this element of not just nature, but also being creative, doing the things that you really love. And when we're overworked, we sometimes feel like, and this can also be a response from childhood and also an overriding mechanism, where it's just like, I can't enjoy myself. I can't do the things I love because they're a waste of time. I need to be working. I need to do something productive. So I also understand how hard it is to step away from that and to be like, this is actually amazing. Like, I really love and enjoy doing this. Sometimes it requires like a little bit more shadow work, I want to say, in order to step into that place of fulfillment. But you can get there, okay? In case you're not there yet, you can totally get there. If you don't want to work it out yourself, you can reach out to me or anyone else that you're resonating with, basically, that helps you transcend from one state into the other. For me, it's the private healing readings or the higher guidance coaching calls. In this case, I would actually recommend higher guidance coaching call to whomever I'm talking to right now. That seems to be significant, because it's like coaching and the channeling and the tarot reading and anything involved with business related. They're all mingled together in this one, and you'll receive exactly what you need. You can reach out at universalpowertarot@gmail.com if you feel so inclined. More info in the description box down below. Other than that, we have the element of water and fire combined here, I want to say. And they make something else. And this is interesting too. When we're working with glass, it's melted too and then becomes something else, in case we're doing like glass mosaics or you're doing the glass blowing or always wanted to do that. In order for that to be something else, it has to go through the fire and then transform. So this is very much speaking to you, I feel, today. But there's definitely a lot more joy to be had in this whole situation, I want to say. And I still feel there's this transformative process that you're undergoing currently that takes you there, okay? And try to do little creative things maybe as well. Although you may currently still feel like it may be a waste of time, but maybe you may even enjoy it. But it's definitely also an indicator for the universe, for spirit, for God. This is what you want. You want a more balanced life. You'll see the clients flowing in again with that too. Just like so, you're sending out the signals that you don't just want to work and empty yourself, but also you want to fill yourself back up. What else here for my beautiful Virgos? This one, yeah. Oh, yeah. Talking about the whole childhood stuff, this is where it is. It's not surprising to me. You have the self-criticism card. Leave it that way. I'm also getting with some of you OCD, so things need to be in their place. It needs to be a certain way, and maybe even to a bit of a more extreme thing, because what happened now is I put the crystal like this sideways and not like this. I usually would put it like this on the card, but I put it like this, and for a moment I was tempted to shift it because it needs to be perfect, and then I was like, no, I'm actually going to leave it like that on purpose. It's okay. So you have self-criticism here, my beautiful Virgos, and it says, we, your angels, ask you to please be more compassionate towards yourself. Observe the times when you have critical thoughts about you and make an effort to replace these negative thoughts with positive, loving ones. And again, this is a process. Please keep that in mind, Virgos. It's not, sometimes it is an overnight jump for sure, but there are many, many days and nights in between where it doesn't feel like things might shift for you, or then you think they might shift and then they don't, and then the disappointment, and then again starting to work again, and then same thing all over again. But there's an end to this, I want to say, or there's peace to be had, there's happiness to be had for you, okay? You're a wondrous being of light, even if at times you think you're less than perfect. That's where the perfectionism comes in. Remember that God and divine perfection exist in all things. And I just want to give you a hug right here, my dear Virgos. Yeah, and it doesn't have to be like in the middle. This should not be, I kind of like felt, because we have the cards one here, 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 and I kind of wanted to put the heart in the middle, and then I was like, no, we don't want to make this the centerpiece, like the self-criticism. I'm going to put this to the side, and if you feel so inclined, we'll take this over to Patreon and see whatever else wants to come out that might be helpful to you. But I'm gonna leave it here for the YouTube portion. Like that 1441 I just saw, so there's definitely mirroring going on. Again, remember the clients or friends reaching out or whatever it is for you, right? This is important for you right now, like on your journey. So anyways, I really hope this was helpful and or insightful to you. We'll take it over to Patreon. It's $11.11 a month for the whole entire month with all the extendeds that will be created within that month, not just for this reading, but also for anything that came before. There are workshops over there. There's picker cards over there. Just go ahead and check it out. See if you like it. If you don't, cancel at any time. And yeah, but you might just like it and stay. Who knows? Okay, my friends, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. And I hope to see you over on Patreon or next time. All right. Bye.